All right, good afternoon. What I want to talk to you guys about today is a common misconception that abdominal training, especially sit-ups and crunches, is the best thing you can do for your back to help protect it from injury. Many times it's the cause of injury. So I want to go over a couple reasons why that can be. Reason number one is spinal load. What a lot of people don't realize is that certain abdominal exercises can put a huge spinal load onto the joints, the disc, the ligaments, the structures of the spine that cause pain. Research by Stuart McGill, he's a Canadian researcher, showed that a sit-up, for example, puts over 3,000 newtons of stress on the disc. OSHA has determined that about 3,000 newtons of stress on the disc is the upper limit tolerable for disc injury. So keep that in mind. Sit-ups actually place a huge amount of strain on the disc, and that's probably not a good idea. Reason number two is position. If you think about it, when we do sit-ups, look at the position your spine is in. It's in a bent position, and that's a weak position for the spine. Think of an analogy that my fellowship advisor, Martin Langus, gave me, which really helped me conceive the whole idea. Think of it as like a martial artist throwing a punch. If the martial artist throws a punch with their wrist bent, obviously they're going to have some wrist problems. They throw it with their wrist cocked, it's not going to work out so well either. But in this position, they can make impact with very little problem. It's the same thing for your spine. The more bent it is, the more hyperextended it is, the more weak it is, the less able it is to take stress. So the position you're imposing upon yourself when you're doing a lot of ab exercises, be it twisting or bending, are the same positions that cause disc herniations and damage. So we shouldn't replicate those in training. Another issue is motor control. Essentially what that means, it's the ability to coordinate your body so that you're keeping your spine in a safe position while moving other joints. For example, when you run, when you serve a tennis ball, when you lift something, you need to keep your spine in a safe position while concurrently moving your arms, your legs in different patterns. That requires coordination, often referred to as motor control. Often ab exercises defy that motor control and sets up a pattern that causes injury. And a final reason is function. What are you doing abdominal training for? If you're doing abdominal training to lose, abdominal mass and try to get a six-pack, the best way to do that is to lose body fat. And abdominal training doesn't burn enough calories or create an environment that actually burns abdominal fat. That's a complete myth. The other thing is if you're trying to improve your function, your sports function, or even your day-to-day function, you'd be best served by teaching your spine how to be supported by the abdominal muscles in the most stable position instead of moving it in an awkward position like bending and twisting. So hopefully that gives you a clear idea as to why abdominal training isn't always the best thing, and many commonly performed abdominal trainings can cause back issues. The abdominal training we suggest instead trains the body and stays within these parameters so that you can keep your spine safe and healthy, not to mention your function improved. We're going to go over that in future video newsletters, so stay tuned. Until the meantime, get rid of some of those crunches and curl-ups and twisting motions. They're only going to cause problems and certainly not going to give you much of a benefit. Thanks, and stay tuned for next time.